So I'm going to make black salt the way I do for most of the year. I generally make it 2 times a year. I generally don't use very much of it. I'm going to reuse a jar here. So for black salt, I do it a little bit differently. I kind of put in what I feel is necessary, and sometimes if I do like a purification thing and have ashes from that, I'll use that, but sometimes I don't. So for this particular black salt, I have done chopped up bay leaf, a frankincense tear. I'm going to put sage in it a little bit as well. And I'm just going to grind those all together, and then I'm going to put it in my salt. Which I'm going to put in this jar. So I'm going to first fill the jar partway with salt. And then I'm going to grind these with my mortar and pestle. I like to do this before I like to do the next step, just, you'll see why in a moment. So just grind everything together. And you could like it as fine or as coarse as you want it, but put your intention into it. And I do some of these things twice a year, once on Halloween or Samhain, and once on one of the other holidays. Sometimes I need it before certain holidays, so I don't make it, but I always try to make it on the first batch on the Witch's New Year, on Samhain. So, just trying to grind this up. And I'm going to grind this all up, and then I'm going to get back to you in a moment. I put the ground herbs just in the jar here, and then the last ingredient, and because I'm doing a little bit bigger batch, I'm going to do one. This is 3 Kings charcoal. I usually use the scrapings from my cauldron, but I haven't done anything recently positive. I want to say in my cauldron, so I'm just going to borrow one of these. I don't want to get it all over, so I'm just gonna pop that in easily and grind it up. And then rewrap it so that I don't make a mess, because I'm liable to do so. And then I'm just going to grind up that in my mortar and pestle. And yes, I'll clean this out after. I generally do. So just grind them up. And then add it to your salt. And this will make the black coloring for your salt. But like I said, I generally use scrapings from my cauldron around this time. But I haven't done anything protection-wise or anything that I would deem I should use for it. Like I said, it makes everything black, so I try to not touch it as much as possible, just so that my hands don't get black, but I kind of got black a little bit, but that's okay. So this, and I just put that in. And some people like to stir this. Me, again, I don't want to get more stuff dirty, so I'm just going to put the lid on and then shake it in a clockwise direction until it's all mixed together. And there's my black salt. And that will last me about, depending on what I use it for, about half of the year. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Blessed by and keep crafting, witches.